My name is Drew Barnett. I am from the Washington, D.C. area. I was assigned to a Navy Special Operations team as a federal law enforcement officer and was injured in 2005 while serving with SEAL Team 2. Well, it's a longer story than probably we want to hear, but I was in a Humvee accident with several other warriors, and I broke my ankle, triple broke my tibia, the Humvee went through my quad. I messed up my back, ribs, wrist, jaw, nose, tore the side of my head and my ear off, and the muzzle of my M4 weapon came through my armpit and destroyed all four of the rotator cuff and the nerve that innervates the deltoid, the rear scapula, and the outer bicep. It was a very long time, and the worst part was I was fairly new in my organization, and I quickly learned that I was going to be medically retired. So at that point I said, I've got to start really working hard and developed a bunch of goals, 5 prayers that I prayed for that were progressively steps to accomplish my healing. And it was about 13 months of light duty to no duty, and then probably another 3 years worth of PT and training and recovery to get back to some modicum of fitness. After a couple of years of my healing, my body just wasn't recovering, and I wasn't quite sure why, and ultimately I was diagnosed with pituitary disorders related to the traumatic brain injury, hormone disorders that required some more advanced type treatments, but unfortunately were not as well understood or known, and sometimes can be greatly misunderstood and misrepresented. So, but by God's grace and good doctors and better medicine, those issues have subsided and allowed me to not only return to work strong, but also to be able to redeploy a couple more times to continue serving in that capacity. Actually, I told Dr. Siegel today, I found out about it probably 2 years ago, on the first day of the event, as was happening today with Fox News being here, and Dr. Siegel was on Fox and Friends, and I learned about it then, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. I should look into this next year. So I ultimately then heard about it again, or thought about it for the following year, and contacted the Bush Institute the day after the applications closed. And so I emailed, and ironically it was Emily that I had email communications with, and I said, hey, I understand you guys are recognizing, and I really appreciate the military members who've been wounded in the global war on terror. Is there a possibility that I could apply, or would you consider? And Emily said, oh no, it's not that we don't consider people in your position, we've just never had someone from federal law enforcement apply. And so I applied, I was encouraged to again apply this year and was selected. And to your last question, the first day was outstanding. What a blessing. What a blessing it was to see First Lady come back and see President Bush, his eyes pop up, and I'm like, I wonder what he's looking at. And so I look around, I'm like, that's Laura, and so here she comes, and I think that's probably my wife's favorite time of the day as well, getting to meet her.